Hello everyone. I welcome you all for online video tutorial by Department of Civil Engineering, Sai Vidya Institute of Technology. Myself, Professor Gautam, working as Assistant Professor in the Department of Civil Engineering. Today, I am going to continue your previous class. In the previous class, we solved certain problems related to vertical stress in the soil using Boussinesq and Westergaard equations. So in today's session, we are going to solve some more problems with respect to this. Okay. Okay, now you can observe I had opened the two tabs. In the right tab, I had shown formula to be used while in the calculation of vertical stress in soil. Two set of formulas are there. One set of formula is given by Boussinesq and another set of formula is given by Westergaard. Okay, so this is Westergaard formula and this is Boussinesq formula. So both I had opened. So depending on the problem, you have to choose the formula. Okay, now let us see this problem. Here, an elevated structure with a total weight of 10,000 kilonewton is supported on a tower with 4 legs. The legs rest on piers located at the corners of the square foundation, 6 meters on a side. What is the vertical stress increment due to this loading at a point 7 meters beneath the center of the structure? Okay, now the problem is there is an elevated structure. That structure is connected by 4 pairs. Is nothing but columns. It is connected by 4 columns, and these 4 columns is rested on square foundation at the corners. Okay, now let us assume total load is 10,000 kilonewton. Let us take that each corner will bear a load of 2,500 kilonewton like this. See, the corner A will take a load of 2,500 kilonewton. The corner B will take a load of 2,500 kilonewton. Again, the corner C, 2,500 kilonewton of load it will sustain. Again, at the column D, it will sustain a load of 2,500 kilonewton. Now, what is the problem is at the center of this square foundation, okay, at the depth of 7 meters, we need to calculate what is the vertical pressure is acting. Okay. Now, as I said, load increment on each column can be calculated as 10,000 divided by 4. Therefore, each corner will bear a load of, each column will bear a load of 2,500 kilonewton. Now, let us try to calculate what is the pressure intensity because of the any one column at the center. Then we are going to take that pressure as 4 times considering all the columns. Okay. Now I'm going to calculate what is the pressure at C. Okay. Pressure at the center because of the load acting at the column C. Okay. Now at the center here to here, we need to calculate the radial distance. So we know that each side of this foundation is having 6 meters. So therefore total is 6 meters from here to here. Definitely it is equal to 3 meters. Obviously, since it is a square structure, here to here also it is equal to 3 meters. So you need to calculate this radial distance. All of you know that. So this is a right angle triangle. You just apply Pythagoras theorem. So hypotenuse square is equal to sum of the square of the other two sides. So you are going to get what is the radial distance. So radial distance is how much? 4.24 and the depth is 7 meters. So you know that vertical stress can be calculated by using Boussinesq equation. In the right tab, you can observe this is the Boussinesq equation where k suffix b is given by 3 divided by 2 pi into 1 divided by 1 plus r by z whole square to the power of 3 by 2. So first calculated k suffix b, all the values are available. R is 4.24 meter and z is 7 meter. All the values are available, correct? No? So calculate k suffix b. Once you calculated with the k suffix b, you know what is the stress formula, vertical stress formula according to Boussinesq, k suffix b into q divided by z square. Q value is intensity of the loading is how much? 2,500, z is 7. So k suffix b you calculated in the previous step. So you just solve for sigma z, that is equal to 11.04 kilonewton per meter square. Now, this is a pressure creating at the center below 7 meter because of one column. Okay, but here how many columns are there? How many pairs are there? 3, A, B, C, and D. Therefore, this is the pressure created because of the one column. There will be in total 4 columns, correct? No? Therefore, what is the total pressure acting at a 7 meter below at the center? That is 4 times of 11.04, that will be equal to 44.18 kilonewton per meter square. And this is how you need to solve the problem. Let us see one more problem. So these problems I already solved in your previous class. So let us take the different problem. Yeah, now we will see this problem. Here the problem is a water tank is supported by a ring foundation. Ring foundation means you can imagine the foundation, it will be like this. Ring foundation. Okay. Having an outer dia of 10 meter. That means this outer dia is 10 meter. And inner dia is 7.5 meter. That means this inside ring diameter is 7.5 meter. The ring foundation, it is a uniformly load intensity. This is uniformly loaded with 160 kilonewton per meter square. Compute the vertical stress induced at a depth of 4 meter below the center of the ring foundation. Okay, at the center and at a depth of how much? At a depth of 4 meter, you need to calculate what is the stress is induced. Here he is asking to calculate the stress both by using Boussinesq equation and also by Westergaard equation, considering Poisson ratio value as 0. Therefore, here we are going to take that outer dia is equal to 10 meter and inner dia is equal to 7.5 meter. Therefore, radius of the outer radius is 5 meter for the outer circle, and for the inner circle, radius is half of 7.5, that is equal to 3.75. Then intensity of the loading is how much? Q value 160 kilonewton per meter square, and you need to calculate stress at a depth of 4 meter. This is the stress we need to calculate. Now we know that a Boussinesq equation, when it is a circular section, how we are going to calculate? Here you can see the formula. See, uniformly loaded circular area. This is the formula we are going to use. Since here it is a ring structure, outer dia minus inner, that is stress created at the outer dia minus of stress created at the inner dia, we are going to do in order to calculate what is the stress happening at the center. So the formula used, see, Q into 1 minus 1 divided by 1 plus a by z whole square to the power of 3 by 2. The same formula I used, but here instead I took the radius of outer dia minus of same formula. Here I took the radius of inner circle. Here the radius of the outer circle, and here the radius of the inner circle. You know all other data, correct? No, in this equation. So R naught is how much? 5 meter. Then Z is how much? Depth is how much? 4 meter. So here inner radius is 5 meter and depth is 4 meter. So all the data is available. You just substitute and you know what is the vertical stress. So vertical stress is how much at the center? 23.12 kilonewton per meter square. And this is as per Boussinesq equation. Now, so let us see what is the formula for Westergaard. Yeah. So this is the formula for Westergaard equation. So what is that? Sigma z is equal to Q1 to 1 minus 1 divided by 1 plus a divided by eta into z whole square whole to the power of 1 by 2. Okay. Eta can be calculated by using this formula. Eta is equal to square root of 1 minus 2 into mu divided by 2 minus 2 mu. Okay. So now let us see this. And here he said that Westergaard equation, you have to consider mu is equal to 0. So while calculating this eta value, if you put mu is equal to 0, eta becomes 1, right? So if you put mu is equal to 0, 1 minus 2, 0, this will be, and 2 minus 0. So therefore, square root 2 minus 0, it will become. So if you put a square root, that will becomes also 1, because 1 divided by 1 will be the remaining expression, right? So if you take mu is equal to 0, here eta value becomes 1. So this is the equation we need to apply now. So Q into 1 minus 1 divided by 1 plus radius divided by eta into z square. Since eta is 1, I am going to straight away substitute it as z. So here also it is z only. So R naught, it is an outside radius, and Ri is inside radius. And we know Westergaard formula, that is Q into 1 minus 1 divided by 1 plus a by eta into z whole square to the power of 1 by 2. But in the Boussinesq equation, here we use this power 3 by 2. Only that difference you have to remember. And in the denominator, In the Boussinesq equation, there is no eta, and here we are using the term eta. Okay, so why it is eta, I already said during the derivation. So finally, calculate sigma z value, and that will be equal to 16.76 kilonewton per meter square. And this is how you need to work out a problem on vertical stress in soils using Boussinesq and Westergaard equation. Thank you guys. I hope all of you understood today's class. We will meet in the next class with another set of problem.